Good morning. So do I need to ache for it to be working, for exercise to be working? So why do we ache? This is DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. And when is it most likely to happen? Well, when you're new to something or you change your exercise plan. Those are the two main reasons why. Now, the key element of why you exercise, let's face it, is to get stronger, get fitter, right? So get stronger and get fitter. And to do this, you need to progress over time, whether that's the time you train for, whether that's the reps you do, the number of times you do something, the number of sets you do. So that's the number of times you do those reps that you do. So if you do 8 reps one week, you do 2 sets of 8 after, whatever. Or you lift a certain weight this week and then you lift a heavier weight the week after, or you lift it with better form, time and attention technique. That's another way to progress. These are all ways to progress. You train more volume over the week, so you do an extra day. This is another way. You do a bit of a longer session. These are all elements that you can progress your training with, but time isn't the number one. There's no, really, you need to get stronger, fitter over time, recovery better, you can train more often, etc. Now, does this mean you'll ache if you get stronger? No, it actually doesn't. And that's where we have to get into that mind of, oh, it actually doesn't mean it. We're more likely to ache when our training has more variation. So for example, if you squat every day, you'll get stronger over time, because you just will, through practice, through repetition. But it doesn't mean you're going to ache, even though you're getting stronger and fitter. However, if I wanted to make you ache, I would just chuck in some lunges or split squats, Bulgarian split squats, something different stimulus in the body, you would ache. It doesn't mean you'll get better results. It's different, and it's one for another day, but it's important for some variation, of course, otherwise you'd probably be a bit bored. But it doesn't mean that you're going to get better results. So my point here is, if you're not aching too much, and one of the parts here was, am I trying hard enough? I want to finish with this, is be curious. Can you push yourself a little bit more? If your recovery's good, if your protein's on point, if you're sleeping well, sometimes you might be aching more because your recovery's not on point. You're not sleeping well, you're not eating enough protein. And maybe that's an issue. So if you're I could give a bit more, try and give a bit more. Obviously safely, obviously in that safe environment. I know this question came to someone at FruciFit, so I know that you're going to be here, getting a coach with you as well, which is important to make sure your form's on point, technique's on point. Speaking of which, we are off for our morning session, legs, glutes. So I will see you later. But remember, it's not about chasing the ache. You don't have to ache. In fact, if you can train hard and not ache because your recovery is good, you're on point on there, you're getting stronger and fitter, that's actually a lethal weapon in some way, because you can train again tomorrow without the ache. You don't have to rest. And actually, if you are struggling with lots of aching, protein, keep going as well. Add in some recovery work in, walk, stretch, etc. Epsom salt bath. But sometimes you've actually got to keep going to get your body used to it. I don't mean go for injury. I don't mean all the time. But if you want to get fitter, stronger over time, we just have to be a bit consistent and give it time. And know that if you're new, if you're just starting out, you might feel those aches more than someone who's been doing it for a while. Hope that helps, and I'll see you later. Our 20-day kickstart is now open. If you want more information, send me a message, and I'll